it's Andrew here from Underground Training, and in today's video I just want to talk about how your resume helps you get a mining job, because recently I've come across more than a few people that have bought themselves resumes on the proviso that the resume was going to be a one size fits all. So it was going to be a resume for all things, for all people, to all areas of the industry. And I just want to show you, using our side of the industry, why every section of the industry really you need to have a separate resume for. Because what's going to help you get a job as a shutdown worker isn't going to help you get a job as a utility, and it's definitely not going to help you get one of the many hard rock underground jobs that are going around the country. So if we flick over to our mining resumes before and after, you can have a look at this in the new starters column. There's a lot of information about how it all works in there that you can go through, and we're going to go through the before and after. But to start with, we're going to have a look at the after. So we're going to go over and have a look at what we produce, or what we get you to produce when you do the training. So this is what your resume should look like once you've done the training. You either get us to do it, or there's full instructions in the DIY to produce something like this. And the reason that you're producing something like this for the underground jobs is this section here, because this is what lights up the ATS system like a Christmas tree. Because everything in here, like scaling, watering down, basic service, crew work, general mining information, operating a truck, driving a truck up and down the decline, getting a load, dumping a load, IT operation and attachment use, it's all the information and the trigger words that would be in a resume for somebody that's got 6 months to a couple of years experience that they're looking for one of these truck jobs, service crew or pace crew jobs. So this is why your resume is going to get read if you throw it into one of the underground jobs if you do the training. And then it's pretty simple after that. Just your last jobs, a couple of interests and a couple of contactable references. One of the biggest mistakes we see people make is that they don't put contactable references down on the resume, and that'll see it booted out straight away. Now, if we come over and we go back and then we have a look at the before example that we use. So this is a pretty standard sort of resume that used to get thrown around for people wanting to get shutdown work and construction work and all that sort of stuff. And straight away, you can see straight away there's nothing in there that the ATS system for the underground jobs is going to pick up. Everything in here is for a surface job. None of it's for any of the underground jobs, and specifically it's for a shutdown job. Basically. So it's a bit of a scattergun approach, and as somebody that spent a lot of time looking at resumes, I can tell you here and now, when you're looking for the underground jobs, you're just looking for people that have got any sort of underground knowledge at all or have got any experience. When you get a whole heap of tickets like this and a whole heap of general work experience where they've just been labourers or doing whatever, it's a lucky dip. You know, experience tells you that no matter which person that you pick, you know, they're all in the same boat. More than 50% of the green new starters fail. And that's one of the reasons why we wrote our training back in the day as supervisors. We just got sick of the high turnover when people got onboarded. So the whole idea behind the training package is to help smooth out the onboarding by teaching you how it all works. And then when you put this on your resume and the foreman can see that you've done the training, I'm yet to meet a foreman that doesn't want to talk to somebody that's done the training, because it only takes 5 minutes to work out whether they've actually studied or not. And if they've studied, it just means instead of taking 2 to 3 months to get you up to speed with more than a 50% turnover for the green new starters that come through, you only have to look at the job ads to see all the turnover. If they get somebody that's done the training, they can actually get them up to speed in a couple of swings, so 3 to 4 to 5 weeks, and the failure rate goes down to less than 10%, because the person that gets the job knows exactly what they're getting themselves into. The other thing that they lose is they lose all the people that do the training that decide it's not for them. So when they pick green new starters, so if you pick somebody with a resume like this, there's every chance that they're going to come up to you in 3 days to 3 weeks time and say, it's not what I thought it was going to be, I don't want to do this job, get me out of here. It happens all the time. So where are the jobs? Well, the jobs are all over Australia. This is our map of Australia with all the gold and copper mines on it that are looking for people, and you can see them all around the country. And then if you just type underground into Seek, you can see all the jobs come up. And they're looking for entry-level people everywhere. So you've got your nipper and truck jobs there, nipper, entry-level truck and nipper day there. So that's only gone up 3 hours ago. There's just work all over the country. We've recently had people get jobs in WA, South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland by giving the employers exactly what they want, somebody that they can throw in the deep end. And that's all anybody's looking for. Everybody's just looking for an easy win. And the easiest way to make yourself that easy win is by doing the training and actually studying. You've got to study though. We get people that do the training, they don't study enough, they get interviews, but they can't answer the questions in the interview. Can't answer the mining questions in the interview, the employer's going to be awfully polite, but they're not going to hire you. They're looking for people that they can throw in the deep end and get up and running as quickly as possible. Gold's over $6,000 an ounce at the moment, which means that it's just going nuts and it's only going to get more crazy. So if you want to try and get into the industry, now's the time to strike, and the way to do it is by educating yourself. Put yourself in a position where you can actually talk to the foreman about all this stuff on your resume, and when you can do that, that's the way you're going to get your job. So I hope you found that information helpful. You can check out the training at undergroundtraining.com.au, or if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video.